I wake with salt in my mouth. That is the first thing. The world is a cold, blue blur, and my lungs ache for air I cannot find. I push upward, my arms heavy as stones. My face breaks the surface. The sun is a soft white wound in a gray sky, and it hurts my eyes. I gasp, and the air is sharp and clean. Below me, through the shifting lens of the water, I see shapes. They are long and graceful, moving like dark leaves caught in a gentle current. Not fish, not people. A voice sings. It is not one voice, but many. A harmony that seems to rise from the deep. The song is low and sonorous, a melody of strange, kind notes that vibrate through the water and into my bones. The chill lessens, a strange warmth wrapping my legs. A hand takes mine. The skin is unnervingly smooth, cool but not cold, the fingers long and webbed just slightly. Beneath the waves, a tail flickers, scales catching the weak light. I see a mermaid. My heart forgets how to beat. She watches me with sea glass eyes. Her hair floats like dark seaweed. A small, cautious smile, and fear knots cold in my stomach. She makes a small clicking noise like pebbles rolling. Other mermaids appear, circling in fluid, hypnotic motion. They talk with water, gestures, and tail flicks. I try to speak, to ask, to plead, and only bubbles rush out. They laugh, soft and musical, not unkind. Deftly, they support me, guiding me as if I were one of their own. They bring me down, beneath the waves, into their world. I hold my breath, but somehow I do not need to. The water fills my lungs. It does not burn. It feels like breathing air, only thicker, richer. Fear makes room for profound, heart-stopping wonder. They bring me to a place like a dream of a garden, a city carved from the ocean floor, its smooth houses veiled in phosphorescent moss. Forests of coral rise like impossible trees, crimson, violet, branching toward filtered light. Schools of tiny silver fish move like flocks. The sun paints shifting patterns on sandy streets. They call this place Athera. Homes are grown, hollows in living rock, vast shells half buried. Seagrass nets, polished stones, odd pearls, obsidian tools. Strings of shells sway like chimes. No angles, only water-worn curves. A city that breathes with the ocean. The mermaids live in specialized groups, like guilds, each with a distinct purpose. The tenders are the city's bones. They listen to stone and sea, patching, cleaning, singing to Athera's foundations. The harvesters manage food, farming kelp forests, shepherding clam beds. Enough for everyone, by moon and tide. Leadership is responsibility. The elder, the listener, wears a simple crown of smoothed shells. She facilitates, not commands. They meet at a circle of standing stones. Representatives speak in turn. Problems are laid bare, solutions found through slow, collaborative consensus. The watchers are honored eyes and ears, patrolling edges for currents, passing ships, deep-sea predators. They train to swim faster and farther, to read the language of water, subtle changes in temperature and pressure that foretell storms. The healers know which deep rock plants soothe, which seaweeds brood chase pain, warm stones draw ache. Their craft is part science, part magic, their voice is a balm. They believe in gods, but not like land dwellers. No distant thrones, their gods are the ocean's vast, impersonal forces, given names. The great current flows deep with unwavering purpose, bringing nutrients, guiding the young, carrying away what is broken. Each season, they thank with resonant song. The storm mother is the ocean's wild face. Wind, waves, respected as cleansing and renewal, not malice. Before big storms, they leave bright shells in shallow grottos. Acknowledgement of power and need. Prayer is not words, but work. Cleaning anemones, planting coral on barren rock, guiding a lost sea turtle back to warm currents. There are no priests, no temples. Storytellers keep history and myth. Songs that shaped coral when the sea was thin and quiet. In evenings aglow, the young gather and listen. Their stories are scripture. Their listening, worship. The gods live in the work of their hands and the memory of their songs. I am invited to sit at the edge of the stone circle. The water is heavy with concern. The listener holds a piece of twisted synthetic rope, relic from above.
A great ghost net has snagged on the western reefs near kelp forests.
A vast drifting curtain, indiscriminate and invisible, trapping schools of fish, threatening mermaids and fragile coral. No panic. They listen. The watchers propose a strategy built around tides and currents to move it at slack tide, the stillness between ebb and flow. Harvesters, voice, kelp, concerns. The plan adjusts. Tenders point out weak anchor points where net bites the reef. Healers mix algae poultices for cuts from synthetic fibers, ready to treat any injuries. They will not tear it down like careless humans. They will sing to soften and slacken it, to work with the net, not against it. At slack tide, the strongest pull the main body in synchrony. Others brace to prevent collapse. Tenders with obsidian, knives, free, entwined strands. A smaller group herds fish out. I help where I can, carrying tools, a small, clumsy assistant to their grand, graceful effort. At last, with a coordinated heave, the final section pulls free. The tangle drifts toward empty depths on the turning tide. A soft cheer, like chimes, ripples through them. No boasting, only hands on arms in gentle acknowledgement. They share small cakes of sweetened seaweed, a threat from another world overcome with patience and cooperation. Days turn to weeks. I learn their songs, melodies of sorrow and joy. Clean mossy stones tell edible from poisonous kelp, even a few liquid words. Water, light, friend. My life on land, noise and hurry, feels like a distant story. Their quiet strength reshapes what being alive means. The day comes to leave. They sense it before I do, a longing for sun and dry air. They guide me upward in a solemn procession. Faces turned up beneath the surface, hands raise in a gentle wave. I am filled not with sadness, but a new hope and quiet gratitude. I will not forget their songs or the cool touch of their hands. I promise to help the sea in my small way. The ocean is a home, a memory, and it is waiting.